Welcome back to Pallegney, and I think we're on episode 5 already of this Terralife dairy farming experience, I guess it is. And we are on week 1 of June still. I've not really progressed the time because we're going to go get the cows today, but I wanted to have a quick chat about some of the current, as of the 2nd of September, issues with cow feeding. We are aware of them and we will be fixing them in an update. A couple of them you might want to do some quick fixes yourself. So if I remember in the edit, I'll stick up on the screen maybe the little bits of XML that you want to tweak as well. So the first one is with some of the earlier feeding recipes. So this is the recipe for the dairy calves from 4 months. You'll see that in the cereal protein and the cereal energy, grain grist and sorghum are in both groups, and in fact they're only in the cereal protein group, but they're also in the energy group. And what happens is you can't put anything into the cereal protein group, so what you need to do is go in and delete them from the cereal energy group ideally, and that applies to a few of the recipes. So if you have that problem, that's a pretty easy fix. You can go do that. We are aware of these issues. We will be fixing them, but I thought I'd mention them just in case you're experiencing those problems and you want to you weren't aware, or you thought you were, just to let you know. And the other one is that we are also aware that for this and a few other recipes the minimums add up to 100%. Eye rolly emojis really don't help in this situation. Again, it will be fixed. We will get it updated. The mod is huge and complex, and sometimes not everything gets caught in initial release. It'll be fixed in an update. So again, if you want to, you could go in, tweak these numbers down a little bit and get it sorted. So not a huge problem. It'll be fixed in an update, as I said. So today we are going to be getting the cows. I'm going to unhook the wonderful little Massey Ferguson from the feed mixer now, because I'm pretty sure we need water for the cows. And now in the version of the farm that I'm used to playing, there's a water point just here, but there's not currently, and I'm not sure what I have installed in terms of water points. So I might actually need to jump out and pray that the hotel internet that I've got is up to the task of downloading a mod or two to install a water point. So I'm going to go do that. You wait there. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back in a moment. It actually probably take me about 10 minutes because this hotel internet is dire. But for you it'll be a few seconds. So just wait there, okay? Stay. You still there? Cool. I added in the... Come back. There we go. Added in, if I can find it, this guy, which is kind of my go-to mod for water. I think we'll stick it there. If you're not familiar with that one, it lets you watch stuff and fill things. So the next job, buy a water trailer, and we're going to use one of the ones that's included with Terralife, because why wouldn't we, hey? I really like this water barrel one. I think it looks kind of cool. And it's got a bath on the back for your animals to drink out of. And it's pretty cheap as well. So, and that's why we're using the little Massey, because it only needs a little tractor to move it. And I'm going to have to kill some more grass to get to it, but hey, it's not a problem. Well, it is kind of annoying, but, it is what it is. This might be a shorter one today, folks, because it's kind of late in the day for me. It's been a long day and I'm kind of tired, but I wanted to try and get the cows today, and I thought we'd just get that done, have a bit of a chat. We'll have a bit of a chat about grazing once we've got cows in the field. I am still learning about this mod as we go, and providing support is actually letting me learn quite a lot. So it's Monday evening today. We've progressed time in the real world as we have in the virtual world. I forgot to put water in the trailer after all of that faff with getting a place to buy water. I know. It was intelligent of me, wasn't it? What does the spanner do? What does the spanner do, eh? One. Go past your troughs. Ah, okay. I guess if you want to not have it as an animal pasture, you can hide them. I like that. Very clever. Yeah. So we have progressed time in the real world. I skipped ahead a day. And I've been doing my day job all day. So I've not really been on Discord doing the whole support thing, which has probably been good for my mental health. And yeah, I had some cool news today. If you didn't watch the FS25 Buffalo blog video that I did, which will come out before this video might not actually come out on Tuesday, because it depends whether the internet that I've got here will let me upload it or not. I am a bronze giant partner now. I'm not sure of the order that you say that in. Giants partner, bronze giants partner now, which is really cool. So thank you to those of you that used my giants partner code to pre-order FS25. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Kind of exciting. Well, I was kind of excited by it, so yeah, I got the email for the officialness of it today, so it was kind of exciting. But yeah, we say providing support has helped me learn as fast, maybe faster than playing, because questions have come up and I've had to look up how to answer them. So, but we'll get ourselves some cows. I'm going for the red pieds. I'm going for the 18-month-old red pieds, and I am going to get 30 of them. I'm hoping that that's not too many for the size of the fields that we have and the amount of food that we can produce. So, yep, so let's just have a wander into the field and have a look at the ladies. Modelled by the Bavarian Redneck. Yes, I can call him that. It's not me being offensive. That is the name that he uses. And then if we go into here, they have no food yet because they haven't progressed through time to graze. That's fine. We need to give them water. I am going to buy a bull rather than use artificial insemination, because I think it'll be cool to see a bull in the field with them. So we only want one bull. And then if we go back into the animal menu, we still have the option for veterinary reproduction, but this guy should be able to do the job, we hope, once he's healthy. And I wonder if we can find him in the field. It's quite a big field, so might. That you, sir? Not sure. Very busy grazing. Anyway, let's give them some water so we can start to enhance their health. They should, if I put the time on to move, they should also, I think that is the bull. They should also graze very shortly, which would be rather good. We might end up doing a few trips backwards and forwards to get them some water. So when I do the next run back to the farm, I'm going to pause the recording so I can get up the file for my grazing information. Yeah. So we're going to kill some grass doing this, but that's kind of not a massive problem. So I'm going to run back, refill, and just filling the trailer back up again, and I have got up the list now. And I am going to go through this in stages, I think, because this is, so disclaimer, this is not a tutorial, this is not a definitive guide, this is me looking at it as a player wanting to understand it at the moment. A formal official tutorial material will follow when we finish the wiki. Disclaimer over. Okay? This is me, Disturbed, the player, learning how the game works. I might make mistakes at this point. Okay, got it? Cool. So, the different grasses that can be grazed are the grass short, deca foliage, and then grass, meadow grass, landscaping grass, roadside grass, orchard grass, horse grass, clover grass, pasture grass, herb grass, field grass. So all of those can be used for grazing. Obviously, horse grass is probably not going to be good for grazing your cows. And then of those, so grass, meadow grass, landscaping grass, roadside grass, orchard grass, all give wet grass windrow, and we'll have a look at what that means in a moment. Horse grass gives wet horse grass windrow. Clover gives wet clover grass windrow. Pasture grass, wet pasture grass windrow. Herb grass, wet herb grass windrow. And field grass, wet field grass windrow. So, kind of get the idea. Each of those behaves like a feed mixture. So this is why this is not a tutorial. So it's quite complex. Terralife is a complex beastie. And in a similar way, silages and hays act like a feed mixture. So if you put a bale of, say, grass silage into the feed trough, it will fill more than one bar. That's intended. It's to make it so there are easy options for feeding, because not everyone wants super complicated feeding. If you want the super complicated feeding, you can use the feed mixer. Cool. So yeah, give me a sec because I need to load up another file now. So I am indeed back. So I've had a very quick look at how those mixtures behave, and they all basically behave the same. Then they'll pretty much behave like a complete feed, depending on what. Look at that awesome crash. That's what happens when you read the side screen whilst driving a tractor. Don't read and drive, folks. They all pretty much behave like a somewhat complete feed, depending on the age of the animal. If you've got calves or younger animals, it probably won't. But that reflects the fact that really you wouldn't put young animals out to graze. So, yeah. And now we've skipped past an hour, our cows have food. So, and if we look at their feed requirements, they've got their base food, their protein food, their roughage. They've got basically everything that they need and some stuff that they don't need that's in there, because the bulls need slightly different feed. Now, this came up in a ticket on the Discord, and Braven went through and tried to explain it, but English is not his native language, so give a little bit of leeway on there. You might see in the display in the sliders, if you've got mixed animals, so I've got some heifers and a bull, you might see that the bars don't entirely, the color coding of the bars doesn't 100% reflect the feeding requirements. You kind of just have to trust that the maths in the background is working. Okay, there's stuff going on in the background that makes sure that the right animals take and eat the right food, but it might not always display 100% accurately on the sliders in terms of the color coding in here as to what feed they've got versus what they need. That's just, we're really pushing the game engine hard with all this stuff, and if you start to mix, essentially you're mixing different animals in the pen, then you might see some results which don't quite look 100% right. I think that's a somewhat correct explanation of what Braven was trying to explain. I say it might not be completely, this is not a tutorial, this is me, the player, playing the game and trying to help you guys out in understanding how some of this stuff works. I'm seeing that from most of you are much further through playing the game than I am. The only slight benefit that I have is I can talk to the team directly, and I am comfortable at digging into the data files, and not everyone is comfortable doing that. So, yeah. But basically, that's the cows brought. They've got their water. They're going to graze. We're going to get to the point where their health is high enough, and hopefully Mr. Bull is up to the task, and the cows are going to get in calf. That's going to take a while. But we need the cows to get in calf to produce milk, because that's how the process works. Yeah, I'm just really looking forward to going through this process. So if I come over here, yeah, let's just have a little wander around. So if we wanted to, we could give the cows some feed over here as well. The cows are happily chomping away on the feed that's come out of through grazing. Going to see if we can find our bull. There's no guarantee that he is, of course, being displayed, but I think that's him. Yeah, look at that. Get to work, lad. You've got 30 ladies that need some attention. Okay? I'm relying on you, fella. I'm relying on you to do the thing. I think what I'm just going to do is speed up time a fair bit. And we're just going to keep an eye on now. So their health is improving, which is good. Hopefully once they get up to 70% health, I think that's the number, 70-75% health, they will start breeding. That would be good. It looks like we're going to be spending a lot of time delivering water up here. Interested to see how the feed looks like it's going to go. Maybe not doing too badly on the growth state of the grass at the moment. It's kind of hard to see how much they're grazing, but if we just knock the time back now, we've still got 11,000 litres of water in there, so maybe not too bad. The health is up to 50%, so I think what I'm going to do is maybe see the boundary of the grazing. I'm not entirely sure. Turn off flying man mode and speed mode. Never a fan of using the running multiplier, but you can see the grass has kind of recovered a bit. I think we need to put a bit more water in. This is definitely going to be a shorter video today, because I'm kind of interested. I'm really interested in seeing how the cows behave, and then I think next time we'll see how all the crops are doing and stuff. I'm tempted to skip ahead a day, which is why I want to put a bit more water in so that we can then go through the night. And hopefully things won't go horrendously wrong when we do that. So I'm curious of a couple of things. One, what kind of farms are you running with Terralife Plus? I know a few of you are kind of holding out for the wiki and the tutorials and just seeing how it goes. I get that. If you're holding out because you think this is really scary and intimidating, it's really, well, it's a little bit, but what's the worst that's going to happen, you know? Just throw a bunch of money in, buy some stuff, and start experimenting. You know? It's nothing real's gonna, nothing real bad is gonna happen. It's all fake at the end of the day. So if you start and things go wrong, so what? F12 some more stuff in, carry on. Learn. Experiment. Experience stuff. Yeah. And I guess the other one's not really a question. The other one is, I think, is really cool. I don't know what the number is today, but Paul posted a picture, I think, on Sunday. And at that point, I think the downloads of of Terralife and the mods and the maps had raised something like €170 for charity, which is awesome. You know, I think that's really cool. So yeah, I think that is something that as a community is great. You know, how do I close this darn gate? Like that, because otherwise they're going to escape. So I am going to hit the button. We've got 14,000 litres of water. We've got a half decent amount of food. We'll get up early and we'll just hope things go okay. As it, not so much in today's video because I'm still learning as we go, and I have had a pretty long day. So the field is much shorter. Still got water. We've still got food. Can reproduce. Interesting. Cannot reproduce. Okay. So why can't Buddy reproduce? Is he too old? Give me a moment, folks. Okay, editing disturbed here. I have since had a quick chat with one of the guys and done some testing, and it turns out that currently we only let our gentleman do the deed at the end of the month, and I wasn't patient enough. So if I had skipped enough time forwards to go past an end of the month transition, then the bull would have done his job. But I wasn't patient enough, and so because I only went past a week transition, that's why the bull didn't do his job with his ladies, and he had to stand by and watch the vet come in and do the job for him. That's how it is currently. May or may not stay the same. As I said, I'm learning how this works as we go. The reason it says cannot reproduce is because he's a male. Yeah, I know it's late for me. It's been a long day. I'm a bit slow. I'm still learning, like I said. So yeah, the reason that he cannot reproduce is because he's a bull, and bulls can't have calves. I know it's not freaking rocket science, is it? But the reason that he didn't get the heifers pregnant is because currently that event happens at the end of a month, and we are not at the end of a month when I do this transition. So that's why it didn't work, and I was just impatient. And if I'd waited longer, it would have happened. I did some separate testing on a separate save afterwards while I was chatting to one of the guys about what was going on, and it works just fine. So it's not a problem. It's not a bug. It's just how it's set up at the moment. I'll let you go back to past me, who's still confused and is, spoiler, going to get the vet in to do the job. Okay, bye. I am not sure, folks. I'm going to have to, well, if you know, you can comment down below. We're going to do that. I'm not entirely sure, actually, if the feature that was in Enhanced Animal System, where if you had a bull in the pen, they would do the deed with the female cows, is included in Terralife Plus. I had assumed it was. You know what happens when you assume. So maybe I'm incorrect here, and the only option is through veterinary. I'm not certain. I will have a chat with the man who will know, and next time that I do one of these videos, I'll come back to you and I'll know, or one of you will have commented below and corrected me as to whether I'm right or wrong or not. We will need to sleep for them to do the reproduction. I'm not going to do that because we want to make use of today. I'm not sure why I've tagged that place. How many animals do you want to reproduce? All of them, please. So, yep, we'll get them to do that. I'm going to hang on to the ball just in case, and we'll see what we need to do there to have him do the doings. But anyway, that's it for today. It's a shorter video, I know. Little bit of information about cow feeding, not a huge amount because I'm still learning. A little bit of information about the current problems with cow feeding that we are aware of. And yeah, hope you're enjoying Terralife. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Thank you to those of you that have downloaded Terralife Plus. Hopefully you've done it through ModHub. If you haven't, delete the copy you've downloaded and go download it through ModHub because you will be helping German Cancer Aid. And I'll see you next time.